You don't have to have a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl. But Emmett was the first one to do it. And that's one of the dilemmas at running back, is that the league knows that you can win Super Bowls and not have the Emmitt Smith back there or not have Zeke back there. Consequently, when we are looking and putting Zeke's contract in place, we've got to realize that the ultimate goal is to win the Super Bowl.
Jerry Jones with CBS DFW. That's a far cry from Ezekiel Elliott is the straw that stirs our drink. And I think the indications now coming from the Cowboys with Ezekiel Elliott dug in, they are digging in as well. They are not going to cave. They are not going to capitulate. They are not going to become desperate, because for the Cowboys, they will be doing this over and over and over again, negotiating with players. And if you start giving in, when do you stop giving in? So even though there's a sense Cowboys very much would like to get to a Super Bowl and win it, every team would love to do it, Jerry Jones seems to have a higher sense of urgency than other owners, because he's very aware that there's only so many chances he has left while he's the owner of the team to win that fourth Super Bowl trophy on his watch. It looks like for now they're trying to create the impression, Chris, that they're not going to be an easy mark here and they're not just going to give Ezekiel Elliott what he wants. We'll see if they can execute it, but at least for now they're trying to set it up that way.
Well, yeah, I mean, what is caving in, right? I mean, what is our definition of it right now? I mean, are we saying they're not going to cave in and they're not going to give him anything? I mean, I think ultimately this team is in their Super Bowl window right now, and they're going to cave into Ezekiel Elliott. Maybe they're not going to cave to certain numbers, and that's the one thing we don't know about this situation yet. I mean, I think we all expect that the numbers are going to be bigger than Todd Gurley's contract, and they deserve to be from what Ezekiel Elliott has done. He's the next guy up. He's led the NFL in rushing 2 out of the last 3 years. He's been the focal point of that offense. Oh, yeah, and he led the team in receptions last year. So I think ultimately, like I said, the Cowboys, with being in the Super Bowl window, as talented as their team are, they're going to have to give Ezekiel Elliott a new contract. It's just how much money, how much guaranteed money is it going to be worth when all said and done?
And I think they prefer to have the flexibility of a guy who is basically pay as you go. They're entering year 4 of that rookie contract. It's about $3 million and change for Elliott this year. He gets the 5th-year option salary next year, which is north of $9 million. And then they could go franchise tag for 1 year, franchise tag for a 2nd year. You get 7 years out of the guy. How much more can you get out of a running back before he starts to fall off the cliff? And by avoiding making the huge financial commitment, you don't find yourself in the same posture the Rams currently are with Todd Gurley. A year ago, the Rams gave Todd Gurley that big contract. Today, I guarantee, Chris, they would not do it again. They put themselves in a spot where they owe him $34.5 million fully guaranteed. That was as of March. By next March, they have to make another decision on guaranteeing another $10.5 million to Todd Gurley. They have a big decision looming. If this guy's no longer a workhorse, why keep him? And the Cowboys want to avoid being in that spot where they have multiple years tied up in the decisions they're making about Elliott. They want to just pay him 1 year at a time, and if they ever get to the point where he can't do it anymore, they move on to someone else. They want that flexibility. I don't think they're going to get it from Elliott.
No, they shouldn't. And Ezekiel Elliott, I mean, if you're listening, please don't do that. The hell with it. Just sit out football then. No 1 year at a time crap. Not at that position, not with everything you've done for the football team. You led the NFL in carries your first year in the NFL, your 3rd year in the NFL. Really would have led it his 2nd year in carries as well. If he didn't have the 6-game suspension, he at least would have been very close to the top, if not the leader. The way he plays, all of that. But, hey, going back to what Jerry Jones said, I mean, first off, he's got 3 Super Bowl trophies, and, that's right, those 3 Super Bowl trophies all had the rushing leader, Emmitt Smith of the NFL, on those Super Bowl teams. And when you build the team to win games through the run game with not only just bludgeoning people off the line of scrimmage, but controlling the time of possession, helping your defense out there, there. And then we have a pass game that is not proven to this point. You know, yes, we saw flashes of Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott that looked really good last year, but as in a totality, nobody's scared of this Dallas Cowboy pass offense yet. They got to show us more with Kellen Moore. So I think Zeke has total power here. Get in shape, get ready, Zeke, and I think at some point you're going to get all the money you want. He didn't have an injury like Todd Gurley did either, so we got to remember that too.
Yeah, but that injury is one snap away.
Yeah.
That's part of the concern, and that's part of the approach that teams take with running backs, because you can always find somebody else. Well, they found somebody else in Alfred Morris, who has re-signed with the Cowboys. He was there in 2017. He was with the 49ers last year. But Alfred Morris is not going to scare defenses the way Elliott does. So
right.
We'll see how this one plays out. But the Cowboys, at least for now, trying to push back. We'll see if it works. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.